Hi, I'm Gerardo Racinas with the Martinez Tribune. We're here with Home for the Summer, and we're here with Erin Enke. Erin is just back from school in Missouri, so Erin, tell us about your time back and kind of how you. Well, first tell us when you first got to Missouri. Did you feel like it was any different than Martinez? I mean, it's kind of was there any sort of culture shock maybe moving from Martinez to Missouri?
Um, it was definitely a small town. I mean, people think Martinez is small, but Fayette is definitely tiny. It's about 3,000 people.
Yeah, that's definitely
So
a big
it's,
difference from here in Martinez. But did you, I mean, was it kind of cool to be in like a small college town? I mean, does the university kind of like run the town almost?
yeah, I mean, size itself, it's pretty much a lot of the town. Um, but people were like really welcoming to me. So
That's cool. And so, how did your year go? How was this year? I mean, I know that your freshman year you guys were did really well. But tell us, how have you been doing the last 2 years in school?
in school, I've been doing well. I've actually been on the dean's list all 4 semesters so far.
Very
So
cool. And then what about on the field? How's it gone for you guys as a team so far in your 2 years there?
on the field, it's been really, really fun.
Hmm.
We've been doing well. My freshman year, we did a little bit better than this last year,
Hmm.
but we had a lot of new faces this year, but we all gelled pretty quick. We did have like a little bit of a rough start, but once we got the hang of playing with each other, we definitely settled in. So,
We can just call that growing pains.
yeah.
When new people start to get together at first,
Definitely.
you're like, oh, okay. Well, as soon as I get to know you, then we'll bond and I think once you bond, I guess it's probably when you guys started playing better together, maybe.
Yes.
Or well, at least that's what we'll say.
Yeah.
So this season, you yourself had a pretty cool achievement. You
Yeah.
threw a no hitter. Had you ever thrown like a 7 inning, like a real 7 inning no hitter? I know sometimes at Alhambra, like the competition wasn't always up to par. But have you ever accomplished anything like that? At least like yourself solo?
Um, I might have thrown one in high school, but definitely nothing to the magnitude of
Hmm.
the no hitter I threw this year. Definitely more of an accomplishment in college.
How were you feeling on the mound that day? I mean, did you just feel like everything that came out of your hand had good movement, good velocity, or?
Yeah, it was. I usually don't feel anything like when it's good.
Hmm.
You start feeling things when things are off, so
Hmm.
it just felt really natural.
So you were just kind of going through the rhythm, and there was
Mhm.
no weirdness. There was no, twinge in your shoulder or anything like
No.
that. You're just on.
Yeah.
And so during that game, I mean, when did you realize I haven't given up a hit yet? Was it like
Ah, it
first
was.
inning or something like that? Like,
No,
or
I
was it
think
like
it
really
was
late on?
the fifth or sixth inning.
Hmm.
And then I was like trying not to think about it too much because I didn't want to jinx myself.
Hmm.
I was really hoping that nobody was gonna say, "Hey, you have a no hitter going," because that's like guaranteed to ruin
Yeah,
it.
that's the curse. But did your teammates treat you any different? Like, did they do that thing that they sometimes do in the majors, where if a pitcher has a no hitter, they all sit on the other side of the dugout, or was everyone just kind of like lively and kind of keeping you up, or?
I don't think anyone else realized it. I think maybe one or two, but they didn't want to say anything. So
They're smart.
yeah.
Just keep it to yourself. So, obviously that's a pretty cool way to cap a season,
Mhm.
throwing a no-hitter, and then obviously, maybe not as solid a season as when you were a freshman,
Mhm.
but it's solid progress. So what are some goals you have set for yourself personally, and what are some things you'd like to see the team accomplish in the next, season coming up?
Well, we definitely have a big target on our backs.
Mhm.
We're going for our seventh consecutive conference title, so definitely to win our conference again and hopefully make it back to the World Series again.
Yeah. And what about for yourself personally? Is there anything that you really kind of have set out for yourself?
I think just to be a leader, and
Mhm.
because I'll be one of the older girls on the team, we'll have a lot of new faces coming in again, so
Mhm.
just to help my team the best I can.